So a few people have been asking, when I show my desktop, I have a few things on there. I have a calendar. It shows my CPU usage. It shows my network traffic, and people have been asking about it. So I thought today I would cover how I did it and what exactly I'm doing on mine. So if people want to replicate it, they're more than welcome to, and how you can go ahead and make your own. So if you've never heard of it, Rainmeter is a really, really cool desktop customization tool that allows people to create UI elements on their desktop, and people have created some really, really, really unique desktop layouts, combining their actual wallpaper with these UI layouts to create some really unique and awesome looking desktops. Now, I've been using this same layout for years at this point. I haven't changed it in a really long time. I really like how simple it is. It's something that is very easy for me to look at. So when I'm just sitting on the desktop, I do have a lot of white space on my desktop. So it kind of fills in a little bit of that white space. This is a picture of my dog that passed away a couple years ago. But yeah, there's a lot of white space here. So this works out really well for me, kind of fills in a little bit of that white space and gives me some very quick information that I need. The other nice thing about Rainmeter is that it uses very, very little resources to actually run. As you can see here, it's using 30 megabytes of RAM, and it usually sits below 2% CPU usage. It is using resources though, so if you want to have the most efficient computer possible, I wouldn't suggest using it. But if you do, don't mind giving up a little bit of performance for some visual aspects of your computer, this is a really fun tool to use. Now, it's really simple to get going. You just go to rainmeter.net, you go ahead and download it, and from there, you actually end up downloading skin packs. So my layout here is actually a combination of a few skin packs. I'm using Enigma, I'm using Fountain of Colors, I'm using Simply Nova, I'm using Terran Beer, and all of those combined are making up what's on the side here. And that's one of the really cool things about Rainmeter is that you can take all of these awesome pre-made skins, mix and match them as much as you'd like, and create whatever layout works best for you, and whichever, fits the kind of style that you want. But the other cool thing is that there are so many communities designed around creating Rainmeter skins. So DeviantArt is the biggest one, hands down. That's where I originally used everything. Reddit now has a very large community. The forums have a good community, the Discord, and Lifehacker as well. So if we go ahead and go to DeviantArt, you can go ahead and see that there are tons of featured ones. So if you end up going to the gallery and you go to skins, you can end up seeing tons of skins that exist for all different types of purposes. So Rainmeter Hub actually exists, and it is probably one of the best organized places for skins. The nice thing is it organizes it based on the utility. So an audio utility, a clock utility, search, social, all that kind of stuff. So this is one that's really cool. If you have a specific thing that you're looking for, a specific tool that you're looking for, you can go ahead and, do it that way, and then kind of work backwards and kind of find things that work along with it. But this is also a really good tool. Now, I could spend hours going through all of the different resources in order to collect different skins, but I'll leave you the link to the Discover page in the description. You can go ahead and check all these things out and kind of find skins that you like. Now, another really cool thing is that you can create different layouts. So if you like changing up your wallpapers with the season, for example, or a new game comes out and you want to set up a new desktop wallpaper for that, you can save all of these different layouts here, and they're very easy to load and unload. You can also include your wallpaper with it so that it'll apply everything all at once, which is really nice. And there's also a game mode. So as I mentioned before, the resources are, they are being used. They're very light, but they are being used. So you can have game mode so that as soon as a game starts, it cuts Rainmeter and turns it off. And then when the game closes, it'll turn it back on. I don't use it because I don't really notice anything in terms of performance that I'm, needing that extra 30 megabytes of RAM or the 2% on my CPU. So I just leave this one off. So once you get the skins that you really want and you end up activating them and loading them onto your desktop, you can go ahead and edit them. So if you notice, I have a black theme here, and I have all the sizing how I'd like it. So with all of these, you can right click them and you can go to edit skin. It'll open up a notepad and you're able to change, certain colors. You're able to change certain sizes. A lot of this stuff you're not going to want to edit because that's how the actual UI element works. But there are certain things that you can edit, and sometimes on the actual skin page, they'll tell you which things to edit in order to change color, sizing, all that kind of stuff. But go ahead and look through this and kind of see what kind of things you'd like to edit. You can change some of the titles, some of the captions, some of the labels, stuff like that. If you'd like a really quick beginner intro on Rainmeter, the subreddit also actually has a really good intro that kind of quickly walks you through everything here. And this is what I would suggest you use in order to kind of get your first skin set up. And I mean, that's it. A lot of people were asking how I got these UI elements on my desktop, and this is a pretty straightforward thing to do. You can make it as simple as you'd like, or you can make it as complex as you like. Your imagination is the limit here. You can put a lot of stuff on here. You can do all different types of elements. You can grab information from all different types of things. You can really go ahead and customize this thing as much as you'd like. Now, you can also use other customization tools alongside Rainmeter. You can use things like Wallpaper Engine. You can use things like Rocket Dock, and you can really make your desktop look like it's not even a Windows desktop if you wanted to. But again, your imagination is the limit here. I really hope this video helped you. If it did, I'd really appreciate if you like, subscribed. If there are any questions that I did not answer in this video, feel free to leave those down in the comment section below, and I will try to answer them all as quickly as possible. As always, big thanks to my patron sponsors, Thought Slime and Step Back, and thank you for watching the end of this video. If you do want to see any of my other videos, you can go ahead and check it out right up here. And as always, stay safe out there. I'll see you next Saturday.